two thoughts for you today about the fear of failure. The first thought is that perfection is the enemy of peace. Let me say that again. Perfection is the enemy of peace. Now, I know that might seem counter to how maybe you've been living your life. We tend to want to live up to this standard, this Pinterest standard, this Instagram standard, and we're told, do your best and you'll succeed. And all of that's good. Like, we should do our best. But when we're trying to achieve perfection as our ultimate goal and to not ever fail, we are going to live under so much pressure that it will eventually catch up to us. Trust me, it will eventually catch up to you. So when we recognize that we are messy human beings and we cannot live a perfect life, we cannot be good at everything, and we release all of the outcomes in our life to God and allow Him to be perfection for us, that is when we have no fear of failure, because everything we do is released. All outcomes are released. We no longer have to hold ourselves to this level of perfection. So remember that perfection is the enemy of peace. I give you permission. Jesus gives you permission to give Him the outcomes of your life. The second thing is something I like to do when and remind myself of when I fail, and that is confess the mess and claim the miracle. So let's say I mess up and I yell at my kids, right? I'm feeling guilty about it. I'm starting to feel like a failure as a mom. I have to confess that. I have to get it out of my head and into the world. I need to confess it to Jesus. I need to confess it to my kids. So I confess the mess. I own up to it, right? And then I don't just do that. I claim the miracle. I claim the miracle that I am not the sum of my mistakes, that my kids' love for me is not dependent on a bad day. I ask for forgiveness. I claim the miracle that I am forgiven through Jesus Christ, and that He takes care of my mess. When I confess it to Him, He wipes it away. So I can confess the mess and claim the miracle. So those are my two little snippets of still for you today when it comes to fearing failure in the future or being ashamed of failure in the past. Remember that perfection is the enemy of peace, and remember to confess your mess and claim the miracle. Be still.